Grace and peace to you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it's been a while. Sorry about that. But welcome to the Oak Tree Journeys. I'm so excited. Been working on a lot of stuff. One thing I've been working on is my late grandfather's book. And by the way, happy Father's Day tomorrow, everyone. It's exciting. But his book is called South Africa, the Long Disputed Land by Jean A. Landis. Now, this is the cover I did. It's not that great. So, a wonderful guy named Aaron Gessinger did it. And check it out. South Africa, the Long Disputed Land, a novel by Jean A. Landis. It is in paperback. Sorry, brain fart there. It's in paperback and now on Kindle. So I know a lot of people were asking about the Kindle version. It is on Kindle now. So there. Check it out. Amazon.com. Maybe on Barnes & Noble too. I'm not sure. And Books A Million. Not sure about that either. But definitely on Amazon. So if you check it out. There's my late grandfather. So yay. And I've also been working on a couple of other projects. I'll reveal those later. But I want to get right down into the exciting part. I've got a challenge. Now, last year I started reading an encyclopedia for fun. Ooh, yeah, for fun. Didn't get very far. I'm on page 80 of the Encyclopedia Americana Volume 1. And that's because I didn't read it for probably months at a time. And I just recently picked it back up again. And I decided, you know what? There's nothing out there. There are no audiobooks or anything audio for encyclopedias except for children's. So I thought, well, let's just do this. So if you are interested in encyclopedias, learning about what history showed back in 1909 and 1956, please continue on this journey with me because this is meant for you. We'll be reading out of United Editors Encyclopedia and Dictionary, which for some reason has the Imperial Encyclopedia on it right there. See? If someone knows why, this is 1909 edition, and we'll get into that in just a minute, please, by all means, comment below. Let us know. Let us know why it has this weird sticky right there. So, but anyway, yeah, I've only got to page 80, and I got stuck on accounting. I think I finally finished accounting today when I was like, oh wait, why don't I just share my journey of reading encyclopedias? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So welcome to the introduction of the Encyclopedia Challenge from the OaktreeJourneys.com. So yay! This one's going to be probably a little longer than my other videos because I just want to read the preface of both encyclopedias today and the first parts, the copyrights and all of that, to let you know what we're getting into. So this one, we'll start with the 1909 version. The New Imperial Encyclopedia and Dictionary, a library of universal knowledge and an unabridged dictionary of the English language under one alphabet. So, and I may make my own commentaries. I'm just going to pause and say that. So, yeah. So, this is unabridged. Now, I don't have every edition. There are 40 volumes, which they say that in 40 volumes. I've only got about 14, I think. So let's just keep that in mind. That's why I'm also doing the 1956 one, because we'll probably finish it out with that one. Anyway, the editor-in-chief is Richard Gleason Green, AM, formerly editor-in-chief of the International Cyclopedia. Yes, that is cyclopedia, not encyclopedia. Assisted by a large corps of trained cyclopedists in 40 volumes. The Gilbert Publishing Company, New York and Chicago. All right. Copyright 1909 by the United Editors Association, Hemin Press, WB Conkey Company, Chicago. If you don't believe me it's 1909, let me just show you. Can you see it? 1909. There we go. And for those of you listening, instead of watching, I just showed the copyright page, which is very short. Copyright 1909. So here's the preface. The preface is a little... That's about 4 pages, which is what the other one is. So, preface. In the publication of a new encyclopedia and dictionary, the United Editors Association desires briefly to state their reasons for undertaking such a work, and to outline its plan and purpose. In looking over the encyclopedic field, the very first question to be settled was, is there at the present time any real necessity for such a work as the Editor's Encyclopedia and Dictionary? Is there? I don't know. A considerable time was spent by our representatives in investigating the subject, consulting educators and others in various sections of the country in order to determine if any need existed and the probability of the success of such a work. Think about that for just 1 second. We have libraries everywhere. We've got libraries everywhere. Now, if you don't utilize a library, that's fine. You also have smartphones, tablets, iPads, laptops. Some people still use PCs. All at your fingertips. Think about the undertaking it went that they did to put this together. So this is the 1900s. So just take a moment to think about that, because that is just that's really cool. I'm glad I live in the age I live in, because I can research quicker. The results settled beyond any question the following facts. So here are their facts. Very interesting facts. A great majority of the intelligent, practical, and prosperous people of this country are today without any helpful and really dependable encyclopedia. The great works of reference that are reliable are entirely too technical and too highly scientific, are entirely too expensive, the price being prohibitive to people of modern means, and are universally acknowledged to be too cumbersome. Talk about cumbersome. Both in their matter and in their size, to serve as daily companions of helpfulness to the school youth, the working teacher, the aspiring artisan, or the members of the home circle. Therefore, those who need such a work the most do not have it. Wow. So they're saying that this is not too cumbersome and compared to a smartphone. So, wow. Just think about that. There is need for an encyclopedia which has been prepared with a distinct and definite purpose, i.e., to make the facts and principles of knowledge plain and easily understood, not only to give the information in words, but to bring these facts and principles before the mind by means of language, by diagram, by illustration, and by analysis, so that they can be readily grasped, clearly perceived, and consequently never forgotten. Wow. How often do we forget things now? Because we've got it. We've got it in a smartphone. We don't have to memorize it. That there is great need for such a work we know from long experience, and thousands of educators and thoughtful men have confirmed our experience. So thousands. They had to interview thousands of people to get this going. There is need for an educational work which will help the youth to lay a solid foundation of knowledge, help them to know things thoroughly, for the degree of success in life is more and more dependent upon the ability that springs from actual knowledge, and the better the foundation, the greater the chance of success. Is that true today? Just think about that for a second. If you think it's true, comment below. If you don't think it's true, comment below. Just let me know what your thoughts are on that. The student has more studies than formerly, more demands are made upon his time, and the need is to supply such works as will help him to acquire and understand quickly, so that his work will become a delight rather than a burden. There is need for a work of systematic and simplified technical knowledge to help those who have been obliged to enter business and commercial life without the opportunity to pursue as fully as they desire the various intellectual and practical studies. The artisan, the mechanic, the young man in any line of modern business or industry must supplement his practical experience by a thorough understanding of facts and principles, and needs a real self-educator, a guide to that technical knowledge which will fit him to become proficient and valuable. So this ain't Wikipedia. The United Editors Encyclopedia and Dictionary will supplement the evening school as well as the day school. Thousands of young men and women for a few months every winter attend the evening lectures and instruction afforded by city boards of education, thus showing their desire to increase in knowledge, for they realize that in this age especially, knowledge is power. In this one set of books is step by step the special technical and practical information which will help the aspiring young man or woman to lay the foundation of a sure success. In this age, men do not become successful superintendents, managers, directors, experts by accident, but simply because they fit themselves by technical knowledge and personal experience for the positions. The plan and aim. The United Editors Association was organized with the single purpose to build a work to supply these needs, the product of practical experience, insight, and knowledge, having a distinct character as it has a distinct purpose. To attain this end, special care was exercised in the choice of department editors, men not only of sound scholarship and knowledge, but also of large practical experience, enabling them to appreciate the object of such a work and to cooperate with enthusiasm. Special writers were thoroughly instructed as to the plan and purpose of the work so that they might prepare their assignments with an intelligent idea of what was wanted and hold it true to the primary idea of practical helpfulness. The plan also has been to give a development of modern knowledge. So this is going to be exciting to see what modern knowledge was considered in the early 1900s. I'm very excited about diving into this. And I hope that I can find the rest of these encyclopedias. This is pretty cool. Where was I? Okay. The world is a new world. Chemistry, philosophy, mathematics, literature, education, religion, electricity, invention, discovery, geography, astronomy. The sciences are present-day studies, and in each department, the editor's encyclopedia and dictionary gives the last word. Does it give the last word? Because we're in 2021 right now, and this is 1909. Well, when this was written, this was 1907. It was published in 1909. So just think about that for just a second. They say chemistry, philosophy, mathematics, literature, education, religion, electricity, invention, discovery, geography, astronomy, and the sciences are present-day studies. So yeah, electricity. Yay! That's why we can do things now. So that's pretty cool. All right. The aim was to make the United Editors Encyclopedia a substantial supplement to the educational forces of the United States and Canada, to put into every home, into the possession of American boys and girls, a practical help, an assistant to teacher, a complement to textbook, and a distinct additional source of enlightenment, so that they will here find during the progress of their studies and at the time they need it most the information that will help them grasp and understand the foundation in facts and principles. To succeed in doing this for the youth is to do it for all who wish to become really intelligent men and women. So if you're joining me in this endeavor, you really want to become an intelligent man or a woman. So good for you. Yay! Very exciting. If more reference works were prepared for boys, it would be far less difficult for men to understand them. The aim is to supply the home with a complete, modern, up-to-date library. So, our modern, up-to-date library today consists of what? Smartphones, laptop, Google, all those search engines, YouTube, all of that. So they wanted to put this in your home. Let me tell you, they are heavy. I've got a stout bookshelf that was specially built just for my encyclopedias, and I don't really open them that often, which is another reason why I want to do this. So they want to give every home these encyclopedias. Okay. But a small proportion of the homes of the people in enlightened America today have a library of 40 volumes of any special value or helpfulness. So a small proportion only has that. So the United Editors Encyclopedia and Dictionary places within reach of all the past and present knowledge. So this is going to be really cool. So we'll see what was the present knowledge of that day. Of the world in every department of human life, its history, literature, science, religion, geography, philosophy, biography, etc., etc., furnishing the most varied and informing reading, which must prove a great factor in increasing general culture and intelligence. The volumes were made a convenient size in order that the work might prove a library that the family will use, not simply to consult for some special information, but for general reading and culture, which is what we're trying to do now. So if you're joining me for this, congratulations. We are doing exactly what they wanted us to do, what the whole purpose of this encyclopedia was written and printed out for. The combination of dictionary and encyclopedia is one of the most valuable features of the work. Wherever necessary, the dictionary meaning is followed by an encyclopedic treatment, a most valuable feature not found in any other work of reference. For the dictionary feature of the plan of Stormont's unabridged English dictionary, noted for its conciseness and practical usefulness, was adopted. For the encyclopedia framework, the Columbian Encyclopedia, Chambers' Encyclopedia revised and rewritten, was selected, and upon these foundations has been erected an entirely new and modern work. The editorial staff have endeavored to carry out their high ideal, and we believe that the United Editors' Encyclopedia and Dictionary, in the extent and reliability of its information, will compare favorably with any encyclopedia published in English, and for practical use is unequaled. The United Editors Association, New York, 1907. So we have it. There's the preface. So if you want to take this journey with me and read these volumes of encyclopedias, which, again, I don't have the full volume or all of the volumes of this particular one, the New Imperial Encyclopedia and Dictionary, but we'll read as far as we can, and then when we need to, we'll go to the Encyclopedia Americana, which I'm not going to read the preface, because then it makes the video too long. I've already tried it. This is my third attempt, and the video is way too long, and in fact, it cut me off mid-sentence and started a whole new one without my knowledge. But let's get into the United Editors Encyclopedia and Dictionary. So here are the managing editors. And I'm not going to read all of these names for the sake of time. Here's editors and contributors, which they've all did something wonderful. So if you want to pause the video and read these out, that's absolutely fine. Hopefully you can see them. And, oh, that was it. So that's the last one. So we will get into the letter A. So the next video will be the letter A. Yay! There's more to A than you realized. So have a wonderful weekend. Again, happy Father's Day. And God bless you. And grace and peace be with you. Bye.